Hi guys, well, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, we've been busy this week and we've been top dressing the rhubarb at the back of the plot. The final topping, we've done that this week. I'll show you me doing that. We've been sowing some seeds in this greenhouse there. I'll show you me doing that as well. We'll have a look at the seeds I sown last week in the front greenhouse. And we're going to be putting some raspberries into a bed outside, just outside this greenhouse here. There's a few other clips as well, and maybe we've got enough time I'll throw a coin, look at some of the coins I've been buying this week. We've been on the coin fair today, Sunday today, 13th, and we've just been buying a few coins at Bolton, the Rhubarb, and then we flew down to Warrington. I've got another guy there who's got some coins. We bought a few off him as well, so we've had a good day. I'll show you them if we've got enough time at the end of the video. So yeah, we've just been in to collect the eggs, and you know, it's so funny when I go in there. There's 3 nest boxes and they all, well, let me show you. This is typical, this. They all lay in the same box. I've got these 3 nest boxes here, and they all lay in this one here. 9 eggs, 12 chickens so far today, so it's a good number. I'm being pets here as we look at this, but yeah, this is how many eggs we get a day. Yeah, they all lay in the same box. Crazy. Don't know why they do it, but they do it. And yeah, we've had about 9-10 eggs in there. We're getting around about 11 eggs a day. And yeah, my neighbours can't get enough of them, especially when they're for free. But yeah, the chickens, they're really they crack me up. These 3 nest boxes there, and you could go in any one of them. You can tell spring's here. Frogs have been come to my pond early in the week, and let's show you what's been happening in the pond. Well guys, look what I've just noticed. Frog spawn in my pond. Absolutely awesome. And yeah, the frogs have returned, and the newts will be here shortly. That there is yellow flag irises growing in the pond. The pond's all around here. It's actually growing in the pond. We need to break that up and oh, there's an old, look at this frog spawn here. I didn't see it. Look at this lot. So the frogs have been busy. They will turn this into like a jello mould shortly. You'll be able to tap it here and the whole lot of wobble. They absolutely fill it to the brim with with frog spawn. And the newts getting on the act as well. The newts lay the strings of spawn underneath the frog spawn, and normally you can see the newts sitting on the rocks there, just chilling. You may have seen them, me out with an handful of them, put my hand in the thing and pulled an handful out. We have got quite a lot of newts in this pond, and frogs. Anyway, so we got spawn there and just there. How awesome is that? So as you see there, we've got lots of frog spawn. It will turn to jelly, that pond, eventually. When they come from far and field to spawn in it. The frogs always return to the pond that they spawned in, or most of them do anyway. And considering there's literally thousands of them come out of that pond every year, so you're going to get a few returns. And there's newts in there as well. You may have seen a video where I put my hand in, pulled 3 or 4 newts out of my hand. That's how many newts is there as well. It's my plot's a nature reserve for all the wild animals. Anyway, enough of them. So I'm first going to show you me putting this raspberry. I was given a raspberry cane, and I've got a spot here where in front of this greenhouse, which it actually died last year, so I've just put a brand new one in. And as I was digging in there was a load of lupins, so what I've done, I took the lupins out and I've repotted them into a pot. So when they start to grow a bit more, we either give them to someone else to stick in their plot, or we just leave them to you know, put them in a bigger pot. I've not decided what to do with them, but I didn't want to kill them. So yeah, we took them out and replanted them. So I'm going to show you doing that now. But, yeah, we'll set the camera up here, point it through the window. You see what we've been doing.
What? Listen, you. I'm busy. Never mind. Right, you stay there and let me get on with my job, okay? What do you mean? No, you do as you're told. Right, guys. Just in front of the greenhouse here, there's a gap, and I'm going to put a raspberry just in here. I've got the camera set up here, so I'm going to show me putting it in. The raspberry in question's on the table here. This is it. So I've just trimmed it. There's a few shoots just starting there, so I'm going to get it in. There's a couple of smaller bits here, so I don't know whether to use them or not. But yeah, we're going to just stick them here. So I'll set the camera up. Hopefully Buttercup won't knock the camera. However, it's right where the food bowl is, so this could get interesting. There. I might put them in a pot and see what we got, but I don't know if you can see them there. There's a few of them, so we'll probably pot these on rather. I'm sorry, Buttercup. She's getting covered in muck here, but she will stand underneath the camera. Yeah, a few little lupins, some nice roots on them as well, so I think we can do something with them. Oh, it's all over your blooming hair. Stop, get out of it. Right, anyway, I might do something with them. We don't know yet. So we got some lupins here, which I just dug up from where I just put the raspberry cane. So what I'm going to do is drop them in for now. So I'm just going to sit them in here, and what we'll do, we'll prick them out and put them on. A nice little root on them there. Push down, and killed that one. I won't be probably using these for myself, but I do know other people who like these lupins, so yeah, they can have them. Like I say, I've got lots of lupins on my plot everywhere, so I don't really need any more. give them a soak of water, and in fact you could just plant them all in one big clump. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, when I was taking the when I was putting the raspberry in, I noticed them where I was digging, so I thought, why not save them? Why not? Right, anyway. Bit of water. Wow, this watering can's really awesome. Knots. So there we go. Anyway, some lupins. Leave them. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave them there for Buttercup to trample on just there. I'll move them from there in a bit. So that was the first of the tasks what I needed to do. The second task was to go and top dress the rhubarb at the back of the plot. Now rhubarb thrives in horse manure, it really does, and it's only been 4 weeks since I actually planted that rhubarb into the back of my plot, and it's it's doing really well. But I wanted to come down there and to put another layer of horse manure around the crowns, not covering the crowns but round them. So that's what we did. So me and Buttercup took a trip up to the horse manure bay. We got some horse manure, as you're going to see, and you're going to see me spreading it across the back of the plot. Here's me and Buttercup. Got to get some horse manure. Well, what's she like, eh? Right, you're going to have to jump out of there. Yeah, she's itched to ride up here. I'm going to get some of that horse manure to put on my rhubarb. Now, she's going to have to get out of there though before I do it. Unbelievable. Yeah, she jumped in about 5 minutes ago. Just put me, it's starting to rain as well, that's all I need. Right, anyway, we're going to get some of this and get it round the rhubarb. Just set my camera up and then realised I haven't put a SD card in it. It's still plugged into one of my laptops. What I'll come down here to do now, it's blowing a hoolie as well today. Got some more horse manure there, and I'm just going to go around the crowns. Not going to cover them, but I'm just going to put some more of this horse manure around them. As you can see, they're doing wonderfully along the back here, but it is blowing really hard. So anyway, I'll leave the camera. I'll try and leave it rolling, show you me doing a bit of it, what I'm doing, and I'll show you at the end of it what we're trying to achieve. But yeah, this stuff here, I probably need to balance. I've got a little fork here. I might need to change the fork to a spade. So we'll see how it goes with that first. If it doesn't work, we'll get a spade out, the long-handled spade, and go with that. But yeah, I use this for digging me elephant garlic up and me leeks and stuff. Only a small little fork, but it's absolutely fantastic. Very old as well. Anyway, I'll set the camera up here and we'll get stuck in. Rained last night, as you can see, all that water there. Still here, that burning bin. Not wrong with it. We'll get rid of it eventually. Buttercup's in the greenhouse over there, I think, so she'll leave me alone for a while and I can get the job done.
Might have been better using a bigger spade, but hey, oh, we've got it now. Okay, plan B. What I should have used in the first place, to be quite honest with you. Like I said, I'm just putting it around the crowns, I'm not covering them. If you want good rhubarb, nothing better than horse manure. Well, we've got the last barrow and we're going to stick it just here. It's going to be a bit tight in here to actually spread it, but I'll show you when we're done anyway. Yeah, we've just got these crowns here just to put some more horse manure around them. I say you want good rhubarb, this is the best stuff for it. And we'll surround the crowns and all that will get put into the soil, and we'll get some awesome rhubarb. Well, I mean, it's looking pretty good now, but it'll look even better when we're finished. Try and get it in the fence, inside the fence. Can't see what we're doing here, but we're just right. I'll pop back in a moment and I'll show you it all done. We've finished off the rhubarb now,
When we put the rhubarb in, we did put some horse manure in, but what we did, we left it so it but we wanted to make sure that the rhubarb established itself, and as you can see, it's done wonderful. It's only been in 4 weeks, if that, and just look at it, it's absolutely wonderful. And now this top coating of the final coat of horse manure should absolutely make this grow like nobody's business, and all my neighbours benefit from this. That's why we've got so much of it. I've got this here, and I've got obviously on the front of the plot. But yeah, there we go, all done. Now I've just got to go and wash my wheelbarrow. Yeah, we've got a southerly wind blowing there. You can see the way the flag's blowing, so it's blowing from the south. Anyway, get that cleaned and then we can move on to the next job. So Cup's not daft, is she? She's sat there watching in from the greenhouse where I've just done all that rhubarb. But as you can see, we're going to get it washed. It'll be nice and shiny in a moment. Way up. Here she comes. The most talkative cat in the world. Yeah. Oh, she's being sidetracked because you can hear the birds whistles singing there. Ow! What's up with you? Hey? You staying there? Good. Right, go and wash me wheelbarrow. Leave her there. Out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. There you go, wheelbarrow cleaned, tools cleaned, that's how it should be. They'll last forever if you keep them nice and clean. Let them dry out here, and then we'll carry on. We're doing we're going to be doing something else, just let them dry out. But yeah, love that little fork there, it's absolutely awesome. As is the spade. Big long angled spade, perfect, no back bending, don't have to bend over, keep your back straight and then you don't damage it. So yeah, there was Buttercup hitching a ride. She often does that when I get my wheelbarrow out. She jumps in and we go off we go, but yeah, normally we have to get wood chip. But yeah, that's now been done, so I don't have to worry about that until the end of this year. And when we'll do it, we'll put another layer of horse manure around them, and I think that will be perfect for them. The reason why we've got so much rhubarb is because of all my neighbours and my mother and all my family. They do love rhubarb, and they're always asking me, have you got some rhubarb, Matt? And sometimes they haven't got enough to go around. This time I know I've definitely got enough to go around. In fact, I've got copious amounts to spare, and maybe even be able to give some to the food banks as well. So that was another job out of the way. The next job I'm going to show you is me planting some radishes and scallions or spring onions into, see these planters here which I paid 20p for. Well, I decided I had to move all these bags of compost. There was like five stacks, so I put them all on top of each other. I ended up using a bag and a bit to fill these pots, and I'm going to show you now. Set the camera up, show you me doing these. And we've got one of these polycarbonate cloches what go over it, and it's Buttercup proof, so she can walk along it without breaking it, and it's pretty solid. I'm going to show you me now doing these. I'll show you the varieties and everything, and I'll show you me quickly doing them. What? Busy? Meow. I know, and you're getting in the way. Well, I'm sorry, but what we're doing here, guys, I'm taking this pile of compost and just stacking it on top of these other 4 piles. There's 25 here at the moment. I'm going to be using some of these pots in a minute, and we're going to put some of these in, and then we're going to stick them here, and we're going to move this lot out of the way. Buttercup's still got where she sleeps. It's not a problem. Trouble is, She's going to cause an accident in a minute if I'm not careful. Keep my eye on her. But yeah, we're going to be growing these 2 different varieties of radish here, and then we've got these scallions or spring onions. What we're going to be putting into these planters which we bought. I'll show you me doing that in a bit, but first things first, I've got to just tidy up here. Yeah, unbelievable. I know you are. I know. I'm going to keep out of the way while I get the job done. Eh? I'm sure she shook her head then and said no. Right, anyway, I've got to get these 2 bags. I'll get them over here while she's sat there. Okay. So, well, she was sat there. I had me opportunity now. Oh, she's looking at her food. We might get her down there to get some food. Leave her to it. Right, anyway, that's what we're doing this morning. I'm just clearing these. Well, as you can see, we stacked these 6 high. So we've got 25 of these composts. Now you see what I've done here. I put this here. Buttercup wouldn't be here anyway. She keeps to this side of the greenhouse. But yeah, we got these planters, and they've got 300 there. I've squoze them in, and what we're going to do is do these radish and spring onions, sow them into these pots and leave them in here for now. Well, that's the plan. I say it's not taking anything from Buttercup. She's quite fine. She's quite okay, I should say. No doubt she'll be sat on the top of that. It will hold her weight. And it'll stop her from using the planters as cat litter. Right, anyway, so that's the plan. I'm going to now get some of this compost and put it into these pots. Right, just opened another bag, and I'm just finishing this off. Very windy out there again today. Been windy all week. Right, I'm gonna water this because it's a bit dry, and I think we'll be good to go then. And then what I'll do is I'll sprinkle the seeds over the top and water them again. I'm gonna need me riddle. Need a few things here. Me riddle. There's some compost to sprinkle over the top. Tidy around the edges. Right, let's give him a drink of water. I'm hoping while I'm doing this the camera's staying focused. Right, let that soak in for a second. I've even got my labels. I think I might be organised for the very first time today. So got French breakfast, stick them there. Equal long whites, stick them there.
and the spring onions, them there. Now then, here's the seeds. I don't think a single one of these will get home because I just munch on them here. That's the idea of doing them. So that's what the seeds look like, and let's make sure we get the right ones. French breakfast. So we've got them in, they're the French breakfast. The next ones are the equal long whites. Again, they're only 25 pence these, they're not exactly costing me a fortune. Yeah, sowing in planters. Trust me, I haven't brought me dibber. That'll do. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to put about 6 per hole. And we can transplant these outside if we need to. Right. Yeah. The camera what I'm using here is the worst camera you could possibly use. I should have used my GoPro really, but too much like hard work. There are the seeds, and I'm just going to put a pinch in each hole. Six or 7 seeds in each hole. There's a few, could put a few more in there. Right, so we're not going to use them all. We'll do another sowing of these. What I'm going to quickly do is just run the water can over the top of the seeds again, then we're going to riddle some compost. Right, would you believe it? All them holes all got filled up there. However, we still need this. Like I said, I'm just going to lightly riddle it over the top. There we go. I'm going to tidy all this lot up in a second. Just gently tap down, no pressure, just, you know, so the compost comes in contact. Right, I'm going to give one more soaking and that'll clean everything off the top. Then we'll put the frame over them. There we go. Once I put this frame over, these will be good to go. I need to move the bag out of the way, then I'll go put the propagator lid over the top of them, and then we can move on to the next job.
I just cleaned that plant, by the way. These are all covered up, buttercup proof, labels in, watered. It's to 12th today. I think that's what I wrote on the label. Let's quickly, yeah, Saturday the 12th. So I'll be splicing this into my video tomorrow. Be on the coin fair tomorrow. So if I get any coins, I'll probably show you them as well. Actually, I've got one in my pocket, to be quite honest with you. Just come in the post this morning, a big a silver proof panda. If I've got time, I'll throw it in the video. But yeah, pity. I've had another 2 of them. I've got another one of these propagator lids in there, and I'll show you in there in a minute. Show you some of the plants that are coming up. Everything's germinating nicely, as I knew they would. But yeah, we wait with bated breath with these.
So there we go. Buttercup's not bothering her. She's just she's sat in the box at the moment, cleaning herself. Quickly swing the camera around. There she is. You're wondering where she is? Leg in the air. Not very ladylike. I thought since we're here, what we'll do, we'll take you into the front greenhouse and show you the seedlings, which what the seeds that I sold last week and the week before. Show you what's happening.
Just come into the front greenhouse, and I'd love to show you what's happening in here, but I had to lift this up. We've actually got, you can see the germinating in there. You might be able to see through. These are the tomatoes, the Moneymaker, Alicante, Roma. They was the first ones I sold. All these, we'll be taking the lids off these shortly, but these are the broccoli. They've germinated. So are the greyhound cabbages. Everything I've put in here. Dwarf green curly kale, they've germinated. Again, all year round collies germinated. These are January Kings, all germinated. Again, these are Golden Acre Primos. The ones what haven't taken the time are these Market More, what the others, and the Telegraph, the cucumbers. It's a nice little flower there. Crocuses. Again, all these are germinated here. These are you might be able to see through here. These are Swedes that need to go out. Again, these are starting to germinate as well, but you can't see them. Might be able to see through there, just starting to come up. All germinating. These are all Tigerella and all different tomatoes. Again, leeks are doing well. So yeah, it's a bit cramped in here at the moment. Underneath all this lot of my potatoes, and we're going to have to take all these and put them into the back greenhouse shortly. But everything what you see here are all germinating. So it's there's just a couple of pots down there that haven't germinated yet. We wait with bated breath with them. So there we go. That's a roundup of what's happening in the front greenhouse.
So they're all germinating. Even the ones which I didn't show you are actually germinating as well. So everything's germinating. Everything's going to plan in the front greenhouse. Really happy about that. I won't be long before we'll be using the back greenhouse. In fact, there's a load of stuff in the back greenhouse which I haven't shown you, which is, I need to sort that greenhouse out as well. That's another job. But what I've also noticed as well is a lot of flowers that have been coming up. So I did a bit of a video, I did a bit of music, and just to show you the flowers which have come up so far. Unfortunately, I did this about 4 days ago, and since then there's lots and lots of different varieties of daffodils have actually opened up. So we'll have to do another video. Maybe I'll take you on a tour of the plot next week and you'll be able to see all the different varieties, but there's just a few varieties at the moment. But I thought we'd show them, because there's the snowdrops are going to be, well, they're starting to fade now. They're starting to go back into the ground, and you won't see them until next year. So I thought we'll throw this clip in as basically a last look at the snowdrops. So here it comes. Hope you enjoy it. So there we go. Like I say, beautiful flowers. These going to look absolutely amazing on here shortly. I've just been helping Mike remove, there's a shed here. Paul, who's my next door neighbour, he's left the allotments. He lives too far away. He's moved to St Helens, so he gave his plot up and he sold his greenhouse, his shed, sorry, to Mike. And we've took it and moved it over onto his plot. We'll be giving this plot out shortly. I say if someone buys a shed and they leave and they want to sell the shed to someone else. We can't stop them. It's their prerogative to either leave the shed on the allotment or to sell it. And he wanted to sell it, and Mike was happy enough to pay him the money that he wanted. We took it over. There was 4 of us who took it over, and we put it on his plot, and it was sat on some pallets, but it had no floor. So I said to him, there's 2 8x4 ply in the lockup, but it belongs to another lad on the allotments. If you ask him, he might sell it to you. Well, would you believe it comes walking through the gate? And I pulled him over. I said, them pieces of wood what are in that shed, I said, do you want to sell them? Because this lad here is looking for some. And he says, yeah, give me a £5 for the 2 of them. And one of them is teak. It's actually, it weighs a ton. It's absolutely, I couldn't believe it when we lifted it up. I thought, my God, he's getting a bargain here. Anyway, we laid the 2 boards on the floor, plonked the shed down top of it, and it looks really good. He got a bargain for what he paid for it anyway. But yeah, that plot now will be given out, so I'm going to have a new neighbour. I hope he's keen gardener. That's what we want a keen gardener. The plot itself looks pretty nice. It's pretty tidy. There's no rubbish on it. Well, there's a few logs here and there. But before we give it out, what we might do is see if anyone wants to take these logs for the burners, so he gets a clear plot. The only thing I'll have on the plot are some fruit trees, some raspberry canes, and there's a bit of rubbish at the back of the allotments. But whoever gets it can, they can get a fire going and burn it. So yeah. Anyway, I've got one more clip. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to throw it in. If I have, I'm going to stick it in here now. So what we're looking at here, my panda collection, or part of it. This is the one we bought today. This is a 2010. Then we go over here to 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014. Having trouble with the light reflecting off these. This is 15, 16, 17, 2018, 2019, 2020. These have got been slightly dipped. Lovely. 2021. These cost a lot of money. And there's 2022. So yeah, this is me. Some of my pandas. Just up here, these are Britannias. This is a full date run of Britannias. I've actually got boxes of these. I really need to take these ones out of here and put the rest of my pandas into here, and that's what I'm going to do eventually. But then again, I've got to dig all my other pandas out and then put them into here. But yeah, I thought I'd show you these as another one of my collections. Well guys, these are my coins what I've been buying today. These are Manchester tokens. You got a 1768. There's another 68 there. These are 2 denominations. It's George III anyway. There's another George III, 1783. Another one, 1788. And another one, well, there's 2 there, 1791. And there's this one here, 1791. It's old, unfortunately. And then we've got this Victoria farthing. Again, beautiful coin. And we got this baby here. This is an 1844 half farthing. And what I'm after is the full farthing. If I can get my hands on the full farthing, I will complete my farthing collection of Victoria all the way back to George III. However, that one there's about £200 for the full farthing. That's half farthing, and like I said, it's only a £5. And then we've got this groat. It's an 1849. It's good groat. It looks in pretty good condition, but the piece of resistance is this James I 6pence.
16.24. I buy these hammered coins, and whenever I can get my hands on them, I buy them. It's been clipped to death, but it is a 16.24, and it's worth every penny what I paid for it.
So if I did have enough time, you just seen some of the coins I bought on the coin fair today. Other than that, we're going to have to show you again next week because the videos run really long. But like I say, I've definitely talked long and hard, and I've definitely talked long enough. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, Buttercup's fast asleep in a bed there, so I'm not going to wake her up. Just to drag her over to the camera for the last couple of minutes. What I'm going to do now is head off home, try and do get this video up, splice it all together. Got to do the thumbnail. That's what I'm going to use as a thumbnail. But I'm sure we'll think of something. Anyway, until next time, stay safe. Bye for now, folks. And that's a wrap. Ooh.